Hello, everybody. I'm a little 2 weeks over in on the all on four implants. Uh, this video is brought to you by, let's see here, Donato's Pizza. Uh, I'm allowed to use the water pick now, and I'm allowed to floss. Uh, they showed me the floss to get. It's a special floss. I haven't tried to do it yet. Uh, I just been rinsing real good with mouthwash, alcohol free because I ran out of the stuff, the prescription stuff they give you. Uh, when I told them I was already eating like hamburgers and pizza, they thought I was crazy. My last checkup, but I will point out if you eat food like this, you can't bite real hard. You have to control your bite even when you're chewing. Uh, I explained that in one of my other videos. I don't, when I'm chewing, I don't even let the teeth really touch each other because you don't really need to. Because these teeth chew up the food pretty good, and you just don't use a lot of bite pressure. Haven't had any pain going on. They said I was healing pretty good. Um, Really, that's about it. I guess I can eat one of these to say you got. And this is why I do Donatos. It's thin, and they cut it up small. I'm not using any pressure because your jaws have a lot of bite pressure, so you just have to control it at first, and then after controlling it a couple times of eating, it's just like when you go to eat something, it just your mouth automatically does it. But sometimes, you'll know when you bite too hard because you might feel something kind of weird. Maybe a slight pain if I haven't had that. Uh, Sometimes when you're chewing, if you get your bite a little bit off, you'll know if you're chewing too hard because if your teeth come together like that, kind of hard, you don't feel any pain, but you'll know that you were biting down too hard. I think I almost got the chewing down pretty good. And as you can see, the teeth just go right through that. And that's what you want. You want to make sure the teeth go through. Because you don't want to rip at it because then you're going to pull, and these aren't, the couple weeks in, they're not going to be fused to your bone. So that's why I've done some other pizzas. Uh, and I just do the same thing. I make sure I bite all the way through before I pull it away from my mouth. And then just gently chew. I'm not saying you have to try to do the same kind of food I'm doing right away. If you want to stick to a liquid diet, protein shakes and stuff like that, this is totally up to you. I went through the denture route, so I have an understanding, you know, don't be in a rush at first. And as you see, I'm not even doing big bites. And then these pieces of pizza are not very big, but I'm still even just taking little bites. And you can see how clean that is. It just looks like someone went in there with a pear. Look how perfect that is. Now the crust is a little harder. That's why you don't want to bite down, especially on the crust. You do not want to put all the bite pressure, just gently go down until you know you're through it. Even though you can't see it, you'll know just from feel. Because on harder stuff like the crust, when they burn it, you may feel the tender spots. It's not the implants. I believe it's just the tender spots in your gum. Uh, I guess that's the way I'll explain it. And I try not to do real big ones on this either. And you'll see, it's still just cut, and I just gently applied the bite, and my teeth still didn't like slam together, because that's what you don't want. And if you notice, on the harder stuff, you'll see me kind of going off to the side. I'm not really doing directly for the front. And that's because from eating dentures, I know, you know, on the hard crust, I don't want to bite from it. You want to do it more from the side. These you probably could. Maybe, I just don't want to risk it this early, like maybe in a few more months. I'll bite maybe more from the front because I know hopefully at that point everything will be more, really healed up, hopefully fused in at that point. But for now, you can say, and I guess I kind of favor, well, on the right side. Sometimes I put food in on the left, but I'm not doing, at least on the hard crust. Now on the pizza pipe or pizza part, And I move the food all, as I'm gently doing it. I get it all over. Let's see if we can get. Now from the front, since the crust is way here in the back, now I can bite more from the front if I want to. That was just the cheese. Sometimes you gotta do a few bites because the cheese is more elastic. Teeth going through it. And you can tell, look how it's like. I took scissors and cut that out, or made a really sharp knife or something. Because if you got normal teeth and you bite from something, hold it up and see if it looks like that. And this is similar to dentures also. Like when your dentures are fitting real well and you're eating food, it's that same thing. It's like when you bite something, I don't know. I guess because they tell me it's like when you bite down, it's kind of like scissors cutting. But that's just the update. This way you can see that I'm eating pizza. I didn't get the hamburgers on video, but you can see the pizza is kind of burnt there on the edge, and I'm still eating that. Just don't be in a hurry, nothing like that. Don't chew hard. Take smaller bites. Uh, if you're comfortable with trying it out after you get these, or even if your dentures are fitting well, it almost be the. But dentures, you got to get food on both sides quickly. These you don't have to do that. I'm just doing it because of when I'm chewing, I want food to be there. I don't know. I guess so. I chew it up a little bit faster, maybe. I don't know, but can't say I'm telling you the right way or the wrong way. But you're seeing that with a little bit of patience and stuff like that. Now, if your experience ain't going the same as mine, obviously to stick to the liquid stuff. Uh, and I still do the liquid stuff, just when I get hungry enough, I try to get uh, Donato's pizza or hamburger from somewhere. Uh, I'm trying not to get pickles and stuff on it like that. Just like a cheeseburger with ketchup and mustard. Sometimes I get the double cheeseburger. But we'll catch you in the next video. Uh, Try to come back maybe in a couple weeks or so. I don't go back until January, sometime in January, and then I guess that's when they're gonna make sure if they need to adjust anything or add material, they'll take these back out and do that, put them back in, and then fill the holes with some kind of special material, and then I come back a year later, and then they'll take them out and clean them, and I guess see what's going on, take a look, and put them back in, and fill up the holes again, and send me on my way if they don't see a problem, I guess. But that'll be in another video down the line. Thanks for tuning in. Leave any comments. I'll answer your questions if I can. I'm not an expert. They told me not to eat this stuff, just so you know that. Uh, they're going to tell you the same thing. So I'm not saying that this is okay to do. Uh, so this is like at your own risk type deal. Uh, but I was kind of eating some food before I went in for my checkup, and the doctor asked me, he said, are you sticking to your liquid diet? And I told him, well, I already ate a couple hamburgers, and he was like, oh no, you're not supposed to do that. But once he looked, he seen that I didn't, no food. That's the other thing with these. After you eat food, in the beginning when you can't use the water pick, you just gotta rinse, rinse, rinse. They'll tell you not to spit, so don't do that. But you gotta be careful how much you really swish around. You can't be too hard at first. Now they told me I'm allowed to do like the normal, like, swishing of the mouthwash. I don't have to be gentle. But yeah, you just, in the beginning, if you do eat some food, you're going to notice some food particles get up on it, and you'll even feel it after you're done. Uh, and one way is, you could take a couple of drinks of something, that'll get out some of it. But the mouthwash uh, will, and then and I'll tell you, when you first use the pick, and they tell you to put it on soft or gentle, yeah, that's a whole weird experience right there. It like scared the heck out of me. It it didn't hurt, but you could just, now I see why they say put it on soft or gentle, because it feels like uh even on that, like it's just really shooting the water in there. Uh, and once I attempt to do the flossing, I might try that here in a day or two. I just been sticking with just mouthwashing real good after I eat every time, and then at the end of the day, mouthwash real good. Wear the night guard at night. They're gonna tell you all this stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, finish up this before the pizza gets cold, because you see, I don't eat it fast, and you don't want to try to do that either in the beginning. But like I said, if you got any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer what I can. And we'll see you in the next one.